Each time you choose joy, you step to the next highest level, and a strength begins to come into you, a strength like a mighty river, and the things of this world will not deter you from the path. Jeshua with Jayem, The Way of Mastery, 1987. Every anger, every hurt, every fear, every limitation, every empty wallet, whatever it is, you can outshine it. You can actually change the whole picture because you are using your light to create the world that you see and have believed in. And what is the key that unlocks that? Joy. Joy is the key that unlocks the door. Joy is not just a word. It is not just a temporary feeling. Joy is something that you have complete control over for 24 hours a day. It is a vibration. When you have learned to master the key of allowing, in which you learn to forgive the world, to forgive yourself, to trust all things that arise, so that you can begin to look at them with new eyes and learn how you are the creator of all that you have experienced. As you rest then into the safety of surrender, the Holy Spirit comes by with a little golden key and says to you, "Here is what you've been looking for. I couldn't give it to you earlier because you were too busy running around in small circles in your mind. But now that the mind of the world has been set aside, I can speak to you clearly, and I deliver to you the key whereby you begin to translate the unhappy dream that you may have created or aspects of it into a happy dream. And you may sit down and say, 'I am wholly joyous now.' Then you open your eyes, and if everything's the same, the key to joy doesn't work. Some make a meager attempt. They make it from a mind that has become depressed, a body filled with toxins that has become tight and depressed. They make it from the foundation of the perceptions of the world. Nothing changes overnight. You have learned to not punch your joy button constantly, so at times you choose to be joyous if the situation looks okay, and other times you decide to hold on to thoughts of judgment, limitation, and lack. If you have learned to do it that way, must it not follow a process of learning? The problem is that you have learned to believe that happiness is a conditional expression, that it depends on external circumstances. I will be happy when, and of course, when never comes. And if it arrives, because you haven't learned how to be happy, you then feel uncomfortable. Why? Because you forgot to practice being happy. Now, joy. As you practice becoming the frequency of joy, something begins to happen. And all of you know this to some degree. It's just a matter of making it constant. As you choose that frequency and vibration, miracles accelerate. The picture that you have created, called your life, begins to vibrate a little. You see, because it always responds to the frequency that you are living in. You could say that the world is your perfect servant, and it will always show you exactly where your frequency is. As you choose that vibration, you could say that you begin to vibrate the molecules of matter. You begin to break up the old picture, so that that which does not resonate with the frequency of joy that you are choosing to live within, those things begin to have a few earthquakes. And if you are willing to allow them, they will drop out of your life. Now, this is a big stumbling block, you see, because part of the mind is still attached to believing that its identity, its reality, is made up of the things outside of it. So that as you choose awakening, as you choose joy, all the little fears that you've been carrying begin to float to the surface, and you have a choice to make. Love or fear. Have you ever heard that before? Love or fear. You've listened to the words of Jeshua with Jayem, a wisdom memo that reminds us that life holds power, grace, beauty, and creativity, but it requires a willingness to get rid of the limiting beliefs. You've learned to sometimes choose joy, right? But other times you stick with the familiar judgment and negativity. Doesn't that mean it's a learned behavior? Our minds have simply gotten confused. We constantly resist life, and it becomes overwhelming. Instead, we should learn to tune into the frequency of joy. When you pick that vibration, it starts breaking down the old stuff, and anything that doesn't match the new frequency, it'll start to just fade away if you let it.